pretty much going into this last season, what I wanted to go over was kind of like how we're gonna do things moving forward, right? So we're gonna take the scheme guide that was created by D.L. Byram, aka Scheme Guides. He put a lot of work into this document, and it includes pretty much every scheme from real life, from almost every era that you would be able to put something together from Madden and run. Um, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna utilize this amazing tool, and we're going to select an offense from it, and then that's the offense we're going to run, and then as same as defense. So we're going to select our defense from here as well. So before you submit your scheme to let me open it. Before you submit your scheme to this, you're going to figure out what scheme you're running first, right? So to do that, we're going to go in here, and let's say I'm probably going to go for this last season, probably going to go back more air raid. So what I'm going to do is I would go click that, bring up air raid. So this gives you a little background on the air raid here. If you want to read through that, that gives you a better understanding of how to utilize the scheme, right? Gives you the archetype, what type of players you want to kind of get on your team, all that type of stuff. The base playbook that you would want to start with if that's something that if you want to go air raid. But here's what we need to focus on. So we got offensive name, philosophy, base concepts here. So these are going to be the base concepts, the same base concepts that you see in the scheme submission form. So your runs, so you got counter, inside zone, option, screen. So basically for the air raid, you can either lean heavier on the power raid version of the air raid, so be more power run heavy, or you can lean more on the zone running. So you would pick either zone or power, whichever one you're going to be more focused on. And then once you get to the part of the let's go ahead and do this so that we can share, right? So I would go Detroit Lions. Next, I would go air raid, and then you could say here, like, all right, who are you inspired by? Say I want to go more power raid. I would say like Lincoln Riley. And then I would go power run. So this can be more gap based. And then for the passing concepts, here's where you select two of your base concepts, right? So with this, we're going to go back to the guide. So what are our base short passing concepts in the guide, from the guide? So we got, let's see here, zoom. All right, so we got stick. So we would select stick. So that looks like the only one on here, right, for this version of the air raid. Another short passing concept that is used in the air raid a good bit would be Ohio. So that'd be like your 617, and I'll show you that on Madden once we get to it. And then the other one could be double slants, right? So you want to pick like either none. I would say one to two, maybe three, depending on if you're working more short to medium concepts. But basically, overall, you don't want to go more than like what do I have here for this? So you got three up to three deep, five. So you don't want to go more than like 10 concepts total. That's kind of the goal with this. You want to limit yourself to 10 concepts. So even if you go three here, say I go three here, then I would do one less deep concept or one less medium concept, right? All right, so now we want to find the medium concepts that match. So we got mesh, That's gonna be one of our staples, of course. We got shallow cross. We got spot. Um, we got, let's see here, choice. So that would be our 3 there. I will add to mine, what I would add here would be smash. So that would be my 4th for this category. So I got 1 extra one now, but actually I don't have any extra because of the other one. So then let's go to deep. So deep, we would want to go flood, verticals, Y cross, and then that would give us 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That'd give us 10 total, right? And so we could either take off slants, we could take off one down here and add something like switch to if we wanted to be focused more on deep passing compared to short, more short concepts. So I think this is good though. We could do stick, Ohio, flood, switch, verticals, and Y cross. That would be the basis um, of our air raid offense. So here we would select, all right, 3 wide receivers majority of the time, or would this be more of a 4 wide receivers air raid? So since we're doing more of a power raid, this would be, I would probably go more 3 wide receiver majority of the time, given my personnel too, right? I got TJ Hawkinson, so I don't want him to be off the field too much because he's one of my best players. So I'd probably go more modern here with this one. Formations versus concepts. So with this, it would be more formations, fewer concepts, because you're going to be running those same base concepts out of a multitude of different formations. Mostly 2x2, and then you'll have your early and your late formations, which are just trips left, trips right. And then let's see here. Reading short to intermediate. For the air raid, I usually read intermediate to deep. And then for this, here's where your RPOs come in, right? So you would do RPOs are going to be included, and then read option depending on your quarterback situation, right? So I want to include those. So for this, you just fill out what you're trying to do each week, right? So you're trying to stretch the defense vertically, and yeah, that you don't have to put too much effort into this. This is just you want to put two quick sentences together to kind of let us know what you're trying to do offensively, right? So what offensive playbook are you using? This would just be custom air raid, and you could put your file. So like if you have a custom playbook, it would be what it's called. So it could be called, LR air raid on Madden, and then that way admin can go, look at your playbook on Madden to make sure everything checks out with what you're submitting. Stretch defense vertically and take advantage. All right, so that's good for now. I'm not gonna submit this because I actually want to do my own. So we're gonna go scoring over time of possession. It's all about scoring points. All right, so then for the defense, let's scroll back up to the top. All right, so for defense, what kind of defense do we want to run? So, why is that not hyperlinked? Let's see. I've been running more of a Saban style defense for the most part, but let's see if Fangio's in here. Disguise, bow. So I don't think he's finished that one yet. Let's see, where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Should be in here. Thought it was. We'll just use a different example for now. We'll use 4 3/4 because that's actually what we're going to be doing with our Lions team. So we'll do 4 3/4 innovator. Mark D'Antonio. Um, Tells you a little background, right? Tells you, what the big uh, focus is, right? So you're going to be more of a 2 high shell. You're going to be utilizing more match coverages. Your blitzers are probably going to be zone blitzes. These are the 2 formations that you're probably going to be mostly in, just to be able to utilize that 4-3 or the quarters defense the best. Tells you what archetypes that you would like, for this type of scheme on defense, typical formations, and then we got your base concepts, right? So these are going to be the base concepts, just like we did on offense. You're going to go through your playbook when you create your playbook, and you're going to mostly make sure that these concepts are the ones that you're calling majority of the game, because that gives you that identity, right? Okay, so we got this. So we're going to back over here. We're going to do 4 3/4. We would go, you could copy and paste it straight from here. So boom, boom, Mark D'Antonio. Okay, and then we're gonna go 2 high safety shell, right? Because that's what it says in here, 2 high safety shell. Um, Scroll down, we're gonna go match. We're gonna go rush 4 play coverage. Because you're hoping, rushing 4, your guys are gonna get to the quarterback with them and confuse the quarterback with the match defense behind it. So basically, bend don't break, utilizing max coverage and setting traps for the defense. All right, so what playbook? We're going to do custom 4 3/4, and then you would hit submit. All right, so now that your form's done, that's going to be sent to the document so that we can create these cool cards, the scheme cards here. Let me show you one of them. We got bills, right? So that's going to be here. So as you can see, all this stuff gets put into here. His passing game, all of his concepts that he selected or get put here, his running game, all that stuff. So this is like a scouting tool you can use. This is also a tool for admin to make it easier for us to make sure that you're sticking to what you're saying, and that you have a Madden playbook that's empty that you can download yourself. So you want to go to download community files, and you can search by my PlayStation name. So you would go boom. Oops. We go there. All right, so we got some playbooks in here, right? But so the one you want is going to be either empty playbook at the bottom here, or I have a empty, yeah, so you could just use this one to start with. And all this is a playbook with like 2 plays in it, so you can build off of it, right? So I already have that downloaded, so I'm not going to re-download it, but that's how you download it if you need it. So you want to start with a playbook with almost nothing in it, so that it makes it easy for you to put in the concepts that you selected in your scheme declaration, right? So let's go to playbooks. Let's go to edit. Let's go to, like I said, I have another one that I can upload, and it is empty playbook 10 personnel. All right, so the only formation in this playbook currently is shotgun spread, right? So that's the only one in here, and it's 10 personnel. So from here, what I want to do is I want to go back to I want to pull up what I submitted here. Crop that, put that there, boom, okay. All right, so we got our concepts down in the bottom left corner now. So basically, from here, what you want to do is you want to just go to, so the way this playbook is going to be set up, you want to put your 2x2 sets in first, and by 2x2, I mean 2 wide receivers on the left, 2 wide receivers on the right, right? So you want to start with your 2x2 sets first, since that is the first formation in the playbook already. And the reason you want to do this is so that you can shift between them without giving the defense really any knowledge that you're shifting between them. So the first one I want to take a look at here is going to be spread Y slot. So what we're going to do from here, so let's put in our base. Let's put in our base short passing concepts first, okay? So here's Y stick. So that's one of our base concepts, right? So we're going to add stick in. We're going to add, so this is Ohio. This is 617. This is another one of our short passing concepts. Ohio is on the left side of the screen there, as you can see, and then you have like a levels on the back side. So if we wanted to, if one of our concepts was double slant, then we would put the double slant in here as well. But it's not. So we're just going to stick to putting our, right now we're just going to stick to putting our short passing concepts in. So this is Seahawk stick, another stick variation. And it plays well off of the normal stick, right? So now we just want to scroll through here, see if we're missing anything that falls within our short passing concept. So we got Ohio here as well. So you could put this in. It's a mirrored concept. It's not something that I would run personally, but it is a mirrored concept and it is Ohio, so you could put this in your playbook as well. And then let's see. It looks like that's it for this formation, which is fine. So we got Ohio and we got stick out of this formation so far, right? So then we want to move to our medium passing concepts. So we got mesh here, which is going to be one of our staples. We have shallow cross. It's going to be one of our staples. And then we have another shallow cross. I'm going to add that in. And let's see. And then we have Z shallow cross. So we have 3 different variations of shallow cross just in this one formation. So this is a really good formation for what we're trying to do. Because we have pretty much, a bunch of different variations of the same exact concept from this one formation. All right, so next we want to move to our deep passing concepts, right? So we got Y cross, that's one. We got Seahawks cross, which is, if you look at the differences between the two, it's literally the same play. You just have, instead of the circle receiver, instead of them coming back to the ball and sitting down, now they're running a deep dig. And then on the backside, you have a stick route you have like a little hitch route instead of a, I think on this one, what was it? It was the Ohio. So pretty much, as you can see, the concepts overlap a good bit. Here, and you're getting some of your short passing concepts on your deep passing plays here on the backside of the play. So that's what you want to do. You want to have concept overlap like this. So you got Y cross, but you also have Ohio on the backside, and then you have Y cross, but you also have stick on the backside, right? So that is good. So you have some concept overlap from this formation, and you have some variations of the same exact concept. All right, so we got Z shallow here. That's one I forgot. So This is going to be more of the switch though, right? So you have shallow, but you also have switch, which is going to be one of our deep passing concepts as well. So that fits perfectly into the scheme. Of course, you got 6 here, which is 4 verticals. That's of course one of the staples of the air raid. So we have to include that. Smash, if we were including Smash, we would put this in here as well. And there's some different variations of Smash as well. This is another play here. So this is Seahawk seams. So this is just a variation of 6 with tags on the outside to be quick outs, right? So the quick outs are going to be good against cover 3. And you know, a couple different defenses like that. Let's see here. So this is another switch play. Um, it kind of goes off of the Y cross only because you have that sit down, but it's on the opposite side, right? We won't include this because it's not one of our base concepts. We'll go over that in a little bit, but basically we want to include our other stuff here. So now we can add in our RPOs, right? So we said we were going to add in RPOs and read options. So we got a read option in this formation. We want to add that in. We have, I think we have a couple RPOs, maybe just one from this formation. No, we have zone peak, and then we have a read screen as well. So we can add in those RPOs if we want to, if we like those from this formation. Next, we could go to one of the other spread formations. We could kind of look through this to see if there are concepts that fit within what we're trying to do and if we want to add this in, right? So we're sticking to 2x2 for now. So we go stick double slant. Let's see here. We could go 617 again, and like I'm saying, concept overlap between multiple formations is what you're trying to go for. So we got mesh again, right? Y cross. We got Y corner. We got Y stick. So we want to add these in, right? Y cell, Y cross, Y stick. 4 verticals. Shallow cross again. We're going to be more power heavy, right? So we're going to go halfback base. Let's see what else we got in here. 8 shallow cross again. But what I would recommend though is you don't need this from every. So if say you have the same exact play, there's no variation at all from say spread Y flex to spread Y slot. You don't have to add in the same one if you want to put that as an audible. Then you could just get to it from both formations at any time. So it cuts down on your overall clutter of your playbook if you wanted to do it like that. So you wouldn't have to put both of these 8 shallow crosses in. You could just utilize one because you can switch to both without really notifying the defense of what you're doing. All right, so we got 2 spread looks in. From here, we would want to go to our trips right, trips left formations, right? So we could scroll through one of the trips left, trips right formations here. So trips is a good air raid formation for this game. So we got stick again. We want to add that in. We got read bubble, which again another RPO that we can utilize. We got cell, which is like Y corner. We got read stick, and we got stick will, right? So those are all fit within we got 4 verticals. Drive does not fit. All right, so yeah, so those would be the plays from this formation that would fit within our scheme, right? So these are, this is trips right. So we want to find a trips left formation just so I can show you guys real quick that has some stuff in it that we would want to utilize. Not that one. Let's see if we got anything in here. Give me something good here. Not seeing anything. Not seeing anything I like in those. Let's go back to Trey. All right, so we got stick here, right? We got And that's another thing. Like, so I don't want to put in some of these formations if it doesn't have my base stuff in it. So you want to find formations that have your most of your base concepts in it, so you don't have to clutter your book with a ton of formations. So we got stick, we got switch in this one, but that's about it. So we're gonna not utilize that one. Still looking for a nice trips left formation that we can use. So we got empty stick, we got empty flood, switch, we got empty verticals. So this one probably wouldn't be bad. I would really like to find something though with some mesh. I'm not sure which formations that would be in right now off the top of my head. I do got some good runs out of those formations though that fit within the scheme. And that's the unfortunate part about Madden, right? Is you got to put in some formations just for their run, especially from gun, because you don't have the luxury of having, say, buck sweep or power O out of certain formations. So the only way to get those in your playbook is to utilize these specific formations. Okay, so we got verticals here, we got buck sweep, power O. We can add those in. We got stick, we got flood. We got another switch here, so flanker dig, right? So that's a switch concept. We got some RPOs as well. So that would be like our version of trips left, right? Would be this for now. There's probably a better formation that I'm just forgetting about right now, but we'll just go with this one since my brain is not working apparently. Because I know that I have trips left in my current air raid playbook. I just don't know which one I'm using. All right, so we got pretty much everything we need to start, right? So we got two spread looks, we got two 2x2 looks, and we have a trips left formation and a trips right formation. What you would want to do though, building these playbooks, you would want to put all your trips left formations together, and then you would want to put all your trips right formations together so that you can switch between them, like I said, without players crossing the field and everything. It just keeps everything tight and it gives you access to more of your playbook faster than if you were to separate the trips left formations and put like trips right in between them and stuff. It's just going to throw you off. So it's better to build your playbook out and put them together. So yeah, basically, then you would come in here, you would say your audibles. You would want like one quick game concept here, run play, maybe a medium concept, maybe like mesh, and then you could go for verticals. And then so now you have access to a short game, a run game, medium passing play, and then a deep passing concept as well. And that's kind of how you can set that up. You could also set up your, say you wanted to make sure that you're hitting certain plays, say HY cross, you want it to be first down, you can up the stars on that, go to my game plan, and now you'll have it in your game plan so that pops up for you in your game plan if you want to utilize that function. But yeah, that's just the quick rundown. So after you submit, let's walk back through it a little bit. So after you submit to pick your scheme, you go to the scheme guide, pick your scheme, then you go and submit your scheme to the scheme submission form, and then you go on to Madden, and then you create your playbook. So it's pretty easy. Your playbooks don't have to be 1,000 plays. They literally could be 200 plays of you just getting your base concepts in and then adding in some wrinkles off of your base concepts. So just because you're a power run team doesn't mean that you can't have any zone runs. It just means that your primary calls should be gap/power runs, right? And there's also complementary pass plays off your base passing concepts as well. You just don't want to utilize anything that's not off your base majority of the time. Your base should be your primary play calls. Everything else should just be, kind of wrinkles within your offense or defense. So the same thing with defense, you would do you would go to defense, and you could empty it out if you wanted to. But basically, you would want to go through here, make sure that you have your quarters, and then all of your match coverages, right? If you're going to be a 4-3 quarters style defense, like my Lions team will be. But all right, hopefully that helps everyone. I know it was a little long-winded. I didn't really prepare for it that much, or have a script or anything. But if you guys have questions, please let me know, and I can answer any questions or help you, help walk you through this. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one. Good luck season 5. Should be a good season. Got a $500 cash reward on the line thanks to KT. We got Madden 24 coming up, so we're moving along well. We got still a full 32-man league, and what is almost May, so that's crazy. So proud of you guys. Thanks for all the hard work and everything, all the admin do, and I'll catch y'all later.